That's what meat does. Also, another thing is, if you do not kill off animals, they will be overproducing, and they will there'll be too much.
Kind of like how there's too many people. If there's too many people,
Correct.
there can be too many animals. Then how about what happened to equality?
Okay, what happened to equality? So going to that point is basically, yes, I know equality is a thing, but would you rather kill a person or would you rather kill an animal?
Thank you, Junior, for the heart meat. That was kind of a joke. Okay, it wasn't being serious. I mean, like, what? Why? If there's allowed to be too many people, it's just kind of a joke. If there's allowed to be too many people, why is there not allowed to be too many animals? Why?
Didn't you just say this was not supposed to be comedy?
To say no? That was a joke, just because I wanted to make a joke there. But think about it. Who's to say what too many animals are? What is too many animals?
All right, too many animals, I would say, is, let's see. Let me try to think about this for a second. Too many animals, I would say, is in a populated area. Uh, let's say, all right. How many people went to your high school? Let me ask
I
that.
don't
No, no,
know.
no, no. Hear me out.
Like
Like, take
800.
800. All right. Imagine 800 into your town. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, let's say there's 800 cows in your town.
800 cows in Los Angeles.
Okay, well, all right. I said town, not city.
Well, that's
So,
my town. I don't live in a town.
all
I live
right.
in Los Angeles.
So let's say there's a small town in Texas or a small town in Vermont or something like that. 800 is a lot compared to a small little town.
What does that have to do with anything, though?
Because, all right. I'm trying to figure out the wording over here because you said how many is too many.
Yeah, how many animals is too many animals? Who's to decide how many is too many animals?
Because
I can say I think
you
there's
do
too
not
many
want a
birds.
certain.
I think there's too many birds. So that's like an opinion almost. It's just your opinion.
I will agree, it is an opinion, but the thing is, you do not want a certain type of animal overpopulating an area
Why?
because then it's going to overpopulate, and then it could possibly move people out of an area.
You think that
It-
animals are displacing people? That's never happened
no, no,
before.
I never said that. I never said that. I was saying if you have too many in one area, what do you think about the families that already live there and they overpopulate?
What do you mean? There's no area where there's too many animals. Can you think of an example of an animal that would cause issues even? It's you can
Not now, but if you let it
like there's too many
overpopulate.
rats. You could say something like that. That's like
Okay, yeah, I would say that there's too many rats. Let's say there's too many rats in New York City or LA, right?
okay.
Okay. Well, in New York, too many rats are flooding the streets. We could say that, right?
Okay.
Okay. What if you do that but with cows
Um
or chickens or stuff like that?
the good thing is cows wouldn't choose to live there. Cows would live where there's food for them. They would just walk away. They would not stay somewhere where there's no food. Because they have brains and they're smart. They don't just wander around aimlessly, you know. So that would never happen. But if we want to take rats as an example, let's say LA is the most, this is a fact too, LA is the most rat infested city in the country.
All right.
What do we do? Well, you can relocate them. Did you know about this? If you have a rat in your house, you can actually catch the rat and then relocate it out to the forest. Did you know that?
Yes, I know that. I'm not okay, I'm not gonna say that. But anyways, yes, I get. You're the
Okay, let's get back on topic then. You can say a couple more things and then we'll move on to someone else because you've been up here for a while now. Why? Let's go to our topic. I think that vegans are better than meat eaters. Do you agree with this?
No.
Why not?
Due to, not trying to be rude to vegans, in studies, they are shown to be more aggressive than meat eaters.
More aggressive? What are you
Yes.
talking about? What
Look it up.
study? We're more aggressive how? Like hit people?
No.
Or aggressive with words? What do you even mean?
Aggressive with words, because meat eaters, we are known to keep our calm most of the time.
I'm calm.
Sure. So yeah.
No. You're done. I'm plenty calm. You're done. You know, that was turning into an insult fest. You're not allowed to sit up here and insult me like that, so you're done. We're moving on to the next person, please. Hi, are you a vegan?
No.
Why not?
So,
What are all these loud noises?
I'm playing a game.
Okay, well, you're done. Excuse me. You're not going to sit there and play a game while I'm trying to debate you, okay? This is serious. These are serious debates. And that was loud and irritating. You're done. Next person, please. Proving his point. What point? That I'm not calm? I'm very calm. This is what calm looks like. Hi, are you a vegan?
No.
Why not?
Because, so plant-based foods aren't as healthy for you as meat, because meat is like more protein and more muscle fitted, I guess.
That's just not true. Do you think just because someone has big muscles, they're healthy? Because that's not true either.
Well, yeah, most of the time it is.
Most of the time, it's actually not.
Okay, well, do you believe in God and Jesus?
Yes.
Okay, so have you ever read the Bible?
Well, yes. I went to Catholic.
Okay, so
Listen to me. I went to Catholic school, so I had to learn about God and Jesus my whole life, basically.
yes, so do I go. But so basically in the Bible, God said that, I don't remember what verse, but basically said that I give you permission to eat animals because He gave us animals to eat them for meat and protein. That's the purpose why He gave them it.
There is not the word protein mentioned even once in the Bible.
Well, no, but He still lets us eat it.
Yes, and you know, honestly, I think God would want you to make the choice to be vegan, though, because it's so much better for the planet and it's so much better for animals.
Yeah, but so there could be like that other guy that was in here, like overpopulation, like also like if you would put that together too.
I need you to look that up for me, so that way, or ask an AI. Ask an AI, and it'll explain to you how that's not something to be concerned about. Because I've said it a million times, and no one is understanding me. So now you have to go ask AI because
Okay.
you don't need to worry about.
Wait, what was the question again that I was supposed to ask?
I don't know.
Okay, Alexa, would it be a problem if there is overpopulation of animals in Chicago?
Animal overpopulation in Chicago creates significant challenges. Overcrowded shelters face rising euthanasia rates.
This is talking about
that would
animals
be
in
it.
shelter. That's talking about shelter animals like dogs and cats. What? That has nothing to do with being vegan. Okay, there's too many background noises going on there. We're gonna move on to someone else. But if you ask if you want to, if you like aren't understanding what I'm saying for real, you can in your free time go look up, or right now, whatever you want, look it up and just say, what would being vegan cause animals to overpopulate the earth? You can just look that up. Okay, and it'll help explain it to you because a lot of you just don't seem to be getting it, and I don't know how I can better explain it to you. I'm trying so hard. Hi, are you vegan?
No,
Oh. Why not?
because I think it's a better source of nutrients, in my opinion.
Why do you think this? Why? It's not an opinion.
Because,
We're trying to go based off facts here, not opinions.
okay, if we're going based on facts, you said that broccoli has more protein calories, like per calorie,
Yes,
than beef, but it doesn't.
but it does. Thank you,
The thing
Dallas.
is, I looked it up on Google the moment you said that, and broccoli has 0.08, and beef has 0.12
You guys are
to
really going to make me
0.16.
look this up at some point. I'll come back with the exact numbers because I do say this all the time, so I want to make sure I'm giving you right numbers. I'm not going to look it up now, though, because I'm trying to do this live stream. But I will look it up, and I will bring back the right numbers for you, okay? But it does. It might be how they're measuring it, because if you measure it in different ways, I don't know. I'll come back with you on that. Also,
And
there's different
also,
types of beef. What?
your bot or whatever it says, let's live debates. Vegans are better than meat eaters.
Yes.
In what way? In what type of way are they?
Well, vegans are better because they are kinder to animals, they help the environment more, and they're just, honestly, all the vegans I've met are really nice.
Okay, but that's all the vegans that you've met, and personally,
focus more
I've
on
met
the-
really. That doesn't mean that meat eaters or carnivores are necessarily rude or mean.
I know, I'm just saying focus more on the first 2 points because the last one I just threw something in there. Okay, vegans are a lot better for the environment and a lot better for animals. That's why I think they're better than meat eaters. They're trying their best to not hurt animals. Meat eaters don't even care.
What the other kid brought up, like about God and stuff, right? So he gave us free will to eat them.
He gave us free will to make a choice, and you don't want to make the bad choice. The bad choice is to eat them. The good choice is not eat them.
But what makes that the bad choice?
Because it hurts animals, it's bad for the environment, and there's no reason to eat animals. There's no reason to hurt them.
So do you eat like quote unquote like fake meat?
Very rarely. I really don't eat it often because it's processed. I try not to eat processed foods. I'm a very health person, you know. I try to be healthy. So
also I've been in this like live stream for quite a while. I heard you also said that like groceries it'd be a lot cheaper, but vegetables are like less like me personally and like most of my most of my friends that I know, they say that when they eat vegetables, because at restaurants they serve like salad as appetizers to get your stomach ready, so they're less filling is why they're appetizers. So it'd probably most likely add up all of those. So those little things all add up, and those like vegetables, lettuce, and that are like, let's say for you, they'd be non-processed and kind of like expensive, especially because you're living in LA. So they'd be more expensive than some meat. So let's say I have one steak. One steak could fill a person up, which would be almost less.
Steak is always the most expensive thing on the menu, by the way. Steak is always the most expensive thing on the menu.
It's the most expensive unless there's like king crab or lobster in a really expensive restaurant.
Yeah.
So, like, I forgot what I was trying to get out of this. It would add up. So all those vegetables, would add up to how much meat's are.
Okay, I get it. Now listen to me. So that's just not something that's to be concerned about. Next time you go to a restaurant, you should look and see if it's a restaurant with vegan stuff. You should look and see what the vegan options they have are. And a lot of the times, the vegan option's cheaper. I've noticed that.
Well, because
it really just depends where you go. And if you go to a place where the vegan stuff is more expensive, don't go there because they're not good.
But the vegan stuff is less like expensive strictly because they're less filling and they don't. Even if you use a lot of it to fill you up, it's gonna be like almost the same amount of money as like ground beef or ground turkey.
A lot of foods that are cheap and high in calories. If you're worried about calories, like because that's what fills you up is calories. if you're worried about that, there's some cheap foods that are high in calories and are vegan, like rice, bread, things like that. So you could eat that to fill you up if you don't want to pay for vegetables. If you,
Rice bread, okay. But the thing is, like I know you said this before, and like, oh, it's like you're being selfish, but like I don't really care. Like I'm not trying to be rude here. I don't really care. Like not that. But what would you prefer? A nice, good old juicy steak, or some bread?
honestly, I would rather eat the bread because I know it's helping the planet, and I know that it's helping animals.
I'm sorry. Let me hear you out. Let's say it's not helping the planet whatsoever. Which one would you use?
Well, that planet, that world does not exist. So
No, I'm saying what if?
What if? Well, you can't answer things that would never happen. That's like saying,
But it could happen. That's the thing. Like what if
Could it?
what if bread becomes in high demand, so they raise the price and
oh goodness. Okay, well, we can't live in this world. That would never happen. If that happens, then I'll answer it. There.
but it could happen. That's the thing.
If it happens,
Everything's
I'll
possible.
answer it. That will not happen, though.
Because why?
I'll bet you 1 penny that will not happen.
Because why?
Because bread is not going to be more expensive than meat. Meat is super expensive. Bread is super cheap. And that's just...
Because meat is in high demand.
Well, it takes a lot more energy to make meat. A lot more water.
It takes a lot more energy to make meat, too, one.
That's why
and
it costs more.
two is because there's a lot more people who would eat meat.
Because there's a lot of bad people out there.
And what makes them bad?
They're hurting animals for no reason.
For no reason. It's for subsistence.
Well, they
not
could eat the
reason.
bread instead.
But what if they don't like bread? What if they're like allergic to bread?
They could eat rice instead.
But I know a family who's allergic to like grainy, one of my cousins actually, so relatives, they're allergic to that type of stuff. So
What, you mean gluten? There's no gluten.
They're allergic to gluten. They're allergic to wheat, so they can't have that.
Well, good thing rice is gluten free. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna move on to someone else now because
All right.
we've been up here for a while. But thank you. Thank you for bringing up some decent points, some interesting points people haven't talked about. You know, like how vegetables are less filling. That was an interesting thing to bring up, but no one's really brought that up yet. So, okay. We're actually gonna end it here because this has been kind of a long live stream, and I'm tired now. It's late. We need to go to bed. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm going to though. But thank you for being here. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be live tomorrow. So if you didn't get to go, then hopefully we get to tomorrow. I'll try to get to as many people as I can. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Bye. Oh my gosh, I'm like waving so weird. Bye. There, that was better. Okay, bye.